Yo, YouTubers, it's just gone 1 o'clock in the evening. Have you noticed? I've changed my t-shirt. I've had a shower, you see. Alright, what time is it? I had to do this beer review. Yeah, it's actually the 9th of October, isn't it? It's the 9th of October. It's about 1:05 in the evening, in the afternoon, and I'm gonna go out for a little bike ride and test me. I'm testing this thing, right, guys. So what I'm gonna do is some beer reviews out in the field, but I'm using my usual camera here now to review beer at home before I go out. Right, but I'll be using me portable stuff, and I'll see if I can do a live stream and do a beer review from somewhere. Because I'm going to go to the pub as well to watch Liverpool probably. So I'm going to drink anyway today, so I might as well start early. Now, this is the last one of the set, guys. This was the last to make sure I got one of these to complete the set. For the Jubilee. It was the failed Jubilee beers from Aldi. Now, the Queen's just passed on. And we've got King Charles coming in now. So I wonder how many Jubilees he'll do, mate. And I wonder if by the time will his cans of beer to advertise his Jubilee sell like hotcakes because he's more popular and does great things. Who knows? Us Merseysiders, we're not really big on the royal family, but you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like I'm giving this beer the benefit of the doubt. Everyone slaughtered these beers, so I tried them one by one because everyone slaughtered them, and I thought they were actually okay. You know what I mean? I think Aldi were like cheapskates, and I don't know, you know what I mean. It's a German company, what do you expect? But anyway, British Ale. This is the last one in the set, the British Ale. I had to get the last one, and because I collect the labels, don't I? And these were Jubilee, you see. These were for the Jubilee. The last Queen's Jubilee. I mean, how many did she have? About 10, 15? I've lost count. But anyway, let's not stop being funny. Let's just be serious for the beer review. So it's the Great British Brewing Company. And yeah, the ones I tried of these, I actually liked them. I was surprised they were okay. Like, people were going mad about them. I don't know why. They were going overboard, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'm not too fussy. British Ale. British hybrid lager brewed using ale brewing processes. Hybrid style beer brewed with a lager yeast and fermented at ale temperatures. A subtle toasted malt flavour combined with an undercurrent of citrus and tropical notes from British Olicana hops. That's a new one. Olicana hops. Reading. Right. So you've made a bit of effort in this, haven't you? It's like lager yeast, lager malt made into a British ale. You see the poor guy. Who is that, by the way? See if we can recognise him. He's got a mother. So, anyway, know your limits. Nothing else. That's the information. 4.4%. I only tried one of each of these guys, but I actually found there's loads of them on the shelf in Aldi now. There's loads of these, these Jubilee beers. And honestly, guys, they're not too bad. Don't be put off by the Aldi's attempt to cash in on the Jubilee. They're actually decent beers, they're okay. Well, anyway, let's try this one. Let's get in the mood for a go out on a rampage, football hooliganism. Right, these are old, obviously. These have been on the they didn't sell any. There's hundreds of them. They couldn't sell any. People weren't interested in the Jubilee, were they? You know what I mean? Not the Aldi goers, anyway. Okay, let's see what we got. Not really looking forward to this because I don't really want a bevy, but I'm going to have to. Tell you what, it's a lovely colour. Very nice colour. Very, very slightly hazy. Yeah, these have surprised me because everyone gave them bad reviews. You know, I don't know whether they were just being funny about the Jubilee or whatever, or I don't know. What's British ale? Should have done my the last gesture to the Queen, man. Okay, there you go. It's slightly hazy. Sort of straw amber colour, more amber, golden amber head. Looking good, the cum shot's looking good. Just looks like a nice pint of ale, doesn't it? Aroma. I can smell the breadiness in it more than anything. It's very bready. Malty and bready. Yeah, I've got a couple of other beers to take out with me to review on out in the field. I'll probably end up in a pub to watch the match. Liverpool big match playing Arsenal. Important. It's the beginning of it all. How we end up later tonight. Bready, malty, ale. Doesn't smell like any like flavours or weird aromas or any additions. Smells like a real ale. Okay. From Aldi. This is very late, this, by the way. I mean, how long ago were these people reviewing these? And they're still on the shelves, guys. There's lots of them, like. So it might be slightly off, mine. You know, you never know. Aldi, what was it? The Great British Brewing Company. British Ale. Up Heliar. It's okay. Not bad actually. The breadiness is coming through. It's nice. You know, that's what I judge a beer on, is the aftertaste and the warmth and the effect. The flavour, it doesn't really matter because you can put all kinds of bells and whistles in, can't you, to make something taste nice. And it could be crap. Nah, it's like a nice real ale. It's very pubby British beer. Almost like a pint of bitter. I'm quite amazed it's made with lager malts. So it is a bit of a hybrid. Looks okay in the glass. Nah, you know what I can't believe though with Aldi? They haven't even reduced the price. They are tight bastards, aren't they? These have been on the shelf since the Jubilee. You can't get rid of them. There's loads of them. And they just will not reduce the price. You know what I mean? They're proper skinflints, aren't they? You know, they should be going like 50 pence a can or something like that. And people get them off the shelves, wouldn't they, and buy them like, but because it's not bad actually. That's like a nice bready ale. It's not dire or disgusting, you know what I mean? It's nothing. I mean, I thought people were going overboard when we were reviewing these. They were kind of, you know, going, ugh, ugh. And I was thinking, are you sure you know, drinking beers there? Because it sounds like you. I mean, you know, what is it what it's coming to when men are going, like, drinking a beer, it's a fine beer, it's fine, it'll get you there. Like, they go, ugh, ugh, I don't like the taste of it, ugh. You've been affected by them phones, guys. You need to get rid of them. I'll say this one more time in this speech, right? The phones. Look at this. I've got a shitty... Where is it? I've got a shitty phone. Look, I've used this. It's got no touch thing on it or anything, right? Look at this for the text message I got. as if someone's winding me up. It's a bit silly, really, like. Look. Trace alert. You've been in contact with someone who has contracted the latest variant. To order a free PCR kit, please visit. So you're pushing it on a text message, and I haven't even got a smartphone, right? Who have I been in contact with? I don't even talk to anyone, you know what I mean? I've got one person that comes here who might have had COVID or he's had the jabs or whatever, like. And he's the only person that comes to this pad that could have had, and so I've been pinged basically, like, oh, someone's phone is pinging me, going on about this. Now, here's my point about the phones. It's not about the electrical factor, it's not about the digital factor or the screens, the touch screens. It's like, just stop and think, guys. If everybody now all boycotted them, right? If you'd all listened to me and realised, get an alternative source set up first. You know, personal stereo, MP3, a camcorder, a GoPro, a computer, a laptop or whatever, but you've got to get rid of this medium in your hand that's telling you everything. Now look at that, I've got a crappy one, and I just got one of those things today, one of those messages saying you've been in communication with someone with the variant. Fuck off, whoever's behind that, fuck off. But anyway, if you sort of boycotted them, if the human race got their fucking heads on and thinking caps on and realised, they said, if there's no phones, they can't issue these like digital systems and statutory things and authoritarian things through your hand, through a thing in your hand, a plastic thing that's electric. Where's the word of mouth? Where's the person? Where's the real human being? Get fucking rid of them, people, or the human race is doomed because of it. And if you didn't listen to me now, later on down the line, you'll all be thinking, everyone will be looking at them going, you know, like there's people on YouTube and they go mad because they get bombarded by trolls and people making comments, like rude comments about the video and that, like, and they go, I've had enough of it, like, just fucking get rid of them. Anyway, back to the beer review. I'm not saying any more about that subject, do you know what I mean? Just think about it, like, how can they use them to issue authority upon us if we didn't use them? But because the human race is duh. Alright, anyway, back to the beer. It's not spectacular. It's actually a satisfying drink. It's bready. It reminds me of bitter in the pub. It's a nice beer. It's not spectacular. Is it like enough to say, like, you know, do I like pushing the Jubilee or whatever? I don't know. The whole thing's silly, isn't it, really? That's up to yourselves to decide upon. But as a beer goes, that's getting a 7 out of 10. Because it ain't bad and it ain't great. If you're watching this on a smartphone, stop and think, say, is it possible for me to eliminate my smartphone? Think about this, right, guys? I've made this point 1,000 times to you. Like, a couple of years back, I had poor credit history. I don't have, like, you know, can't buy things on credit, and couldn't buy a car on credit or get a mortgage or anything like that. I've got a poor credit history, right? Now, but like, if I went to a music shop and I tried to get a Gibson guitar, which was £800 on credit, and I said, can I have that Gibson up there, that lovely shiny Gibson guitar, £800, they'd go, check my credit history. Sorry, mate, we've got to turn you down, you can't have it. If I went into Car Phone Warehouse or Phones Are Us or whatever you call Phones For You or any of those shops, and I went, can I have an £800 phone on a contract? They go, credit history doesn't matter, here you go, put it in my hand, £800 in your hand. You see the difference? But what do you get? This little flat thing, this little flat piece of like metal with titanium or something and plastic and chips in it, and compared to a Gibson guitar, you know, you say like, but you get knocked back for the guitar, they won't pass that over the counter, will they? But you get the phone over the counter. Stop and work it out, guys. The enemy within. It's in your hands. I'm trying my best to, you know, tread on eggshells because I know everyone's got one. got one, I can't believe it. Except my brother. I don't know. Even like junkies in the street sitting outside the shops who beg will get a smartphone out, you know what I mean? Like, oh, anyway, it's a 7 out of 10. And yeah, I'll go for a little wander later. 7 out of 10. Enough of the last man on earth trying to get everyone to get rid of the enemy within. The reptile's favourite tool, the smartphone. Reptiles, snakes don't have hands and legs, do they? 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching.